So, what's the difference between customer experience and customer service?
Yeah, it's great. That's a fantastic question, which actually a lot of businesses struggle with as well. So think of it this way, in very, very simple terms. Customer service is actually reactive.
Right.
Typically, it tends to be a set of processes and actions and tactics in response to an external stimuli. So a customer asks you something, requests for something, demands something, is willing to pay for something, and you provide the service in return. Experience, on the other hand, is something very different. It is an outcome. It is not what goes into, it's not a process, it is not tactics. It is extremely subjective because it is personal for every customer. And it's the result of it's the outcome of the entire interaction that a traveler has with your business. And most importantly, experiences are basically memories, right? So Tim, here's a test. Tell me, what was your experience like at the last restaurant that you went to for dinner?
My partner lost her mobile phone, so it was interesting trying to get it back. We ended up having to use Find My Phone to prove it was in the restaurant and stuff. So.
Okay, that's amazing. See, I asked you to tell me about your experience at dinner at a restaurant. You talked nothing about the dinner, nothing about the restaurant. I'm guessing it was fairly standard. You didn't talk to me about how they poured the wine, whether the cutlery was laid out properly, whether the waiter was, polite. I mean, all of these things are hygiene, right? So what you told me about was the highlight of the evening, and the highlight, unfortunately for you, was a negative thing where your partner lost the phone, right? And so neuroscience and neuroscience have actually proven that when we talk about experiences, our experiences are basically our memories of the peaks, the best experiences that we've had, the troughs, the worst experiences that we've had, and particularly the way a particular experience has ended for us, right? And there's a term for this. It's called the peak end theory, and I've spoken about it before. So when travel businesses are trying to deliver experiences as opposed to service, right? This is what they must do. They need to design for positive experiences, peaks, right? This becomes important. And so here's a tip for businesses, right? If you're trying to understand the difference between customer experience and customer service, if a particular service interaction with your customer hasn't gone well, or it's been more negative than positive, the one thing that you can do as a business to recover the situation is engage in some form of service recovery at the end, right? So in a restaurant scenario, free dessert, a complimentary glass of wine, words of commiseration, a discount off the menu, or something, right? A personal invitation to come back, anything that ends it off on a high note. That's what's going to recover the experience to a large extent for your customer.
But that has